Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us. We will start in 5 minutes. Thank you very much. See you shortly. Good morning to everyone. I'm Suki from MDEC. I would like to extend warm welcome to every one of you here. Before we begin, just a little bit of housekeeping announcement to ensure smooth proceeding for today's event. We hope we stay engaged. And so everybody, if you have questions during the presentations, please put in your questions in the Q&A panel Q&A panel, and then the speaker will respond to you as soon as they can. Also, by putting your question in the Q&A panel, we are able to track which one is answered and which one is not. So I really need to confirm that none of you is left behind. So I think we are going to start our webinar very soon. So I think just a little bit more and 1 minute, then we will start, okay? Okay, sharp 11:05. I think it's fair for those is coming early, so I think I would like to start the sessions. Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to start the webinar, and thanks again for joining us today. I can assure you this webinar will bring you good insight on Taiwan e-commerce landscape, and you will get to know how to start your cross-border e-commerce journey with zero cost by participating in Malaysia Select campaign. I will tell you why after this video. Alan, please help me to play the video. let's get started with the video. Thank you very much. Thank you, Ellen, for the video. Let's write on Malaysia's sales campaign too. Together we go to Taiwan. Malaysia Select is a sales campaign that focuses on generating demand of Malaysia brand and product targeted at consumer in Taiwan. So the campaign will commence on 1st of October and end of 10th October. And this is a very good exposure for you. If you have your own e-store, please join us for Malaysia Select Sales campaign. So today we have outlined interesting content for you to know more on Taiwan e-commerce landscape. You get to know hottest live selling platform in Taiwan. You get to know cross-border e-commerce with AI, and you get to know how Taiwan buyer pay you and how to communicate with them better. And what is KOL and what is KOC and why you need them in accelerating your sales, and how Malaysia's sales campaign can help you in exporting to Taiwan. And the best part is joining the campaign is totally free. So please stay tuned. I am sure you don't want to miss any of the content that I mentioned above. So I would like to take opportunity to thank to all our invited speakers for Market Taipei, from CDRI Commerce Department Research Institute, Taiwan, iCala, all the way from Taiwan, Chatify, Cool Life, Rita Media, Razor Merchant Services for spending time to share with us today. Thank you for your support. Thank you, thank you. And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite Mr. Song, Director of E-commerce from Malaysia Digital Economic Corporation, MDEC, to deliver his welcoming speech. Mr. Song, the floor is yours. Thank you, Mr. Song, for joining us.
Yeah, thank you. Can you guys hear me? Can hear?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, no problem.
Thank you. Suki, do you say it's free? That's very interesting. Yeah. So,
yeah.
okay. Hi, and a very good morning to Dr. Tai. I think Dr. Tai is here from CDRI, and Puan Sauda. Puan Sauda, long time we have not seen each other. The last time we met, he was in Taipei.
Yeah.
And I still miss the Taiwan Taipei. Is really a fantastic place to be. And Ellen from EC Store and friends from the industry players and the businesses. First and foremost, thank you for giving me these opportunities to say a few words. And I say a few words because whatever I'm going to say is going to be boring comparing to the rest of the speaker. They're going to be saying something very exciting to give you all the opportunities to go to Taiwan, to sell to Taiwan. And but just to say a few words about e-commerce in Malaysia. You probably have heard about Malaysia government is in this region. We are the only one who has a strategic roadmap to grow our e-commerce, and that is our national e-commerce strategic roadmap. Under that strategic roadmap, we have 6 trust areas. And one of the trust area is trust area number 2 is about going export using e-commerce, cross-border e-commerce. Trust number 2. And this year, Matrade is the agency leads that this particular trust areas. So together with Matrade, MDEC and Matrade, we have various programs to address different markets. Recently, we had one which is ASEAN online sales that address the ASEAN markets. And then we have working together with the platform players, Shopee, to address the Singapore market, that is Shopee international programs. And then we have others program as well. And this particular program, Malaysia Select, specifically address the Taiwan market. So all this program is to generate demand for the Malaysian products. We are happy in this particular program to collaborate with Matrade, Easy Store, and CDRI to make this a success. And it's learning from our experience that we have done over the last 1 or 2 years. And I'm confident it's going to be another successful program. I urge businesses to take these opportunities to participate in this program. Not because it's free only, free, but more important is if you participate, you will definitely gain. You either gain in terms of your sales, but more important, you learn how to do cross-border e-commerce. There are many occasions when we go out there and ask people to come online to sell. Most of them hesitate to try, and I urge that you take this opportunity to learn, to participate in this Malaysia Select, and then understand the various aspects of going cross-border e-commerce. You will definitely learn about payment. You will definitely learn about logistics. These are two very important elements to make sure selling into another country is successful. Because these are the ones that is most of the time you face difficulties in terms of knowledge. So once again, I urge that the participate in this particular program, and I guarantee that you will learn, and you will be successful in your journey. So that's all I want to say in this 5 minutes, and I urge you I wish you a success in this particular session. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Song, for spending time with us. Thank you very much. Okay, so right now we will proceed to our next guest, all the way from Taiwan, Commerce Department Research Institute, CDRI. So CDRI is our good friend also. CDRI is an organization that entrusted by Commerce Department of the Ministry of Economic Affairs in Taiwan. They also do the same thing with us, which is to drive cross-border e-commerce. And that has partnered with them, CDRI and Easy Store, to promote Malaysia product through Malaysia Select Sales campaign since 2020. Let's give a warm welcome to Dr. Tai, International Digital Commerce Research Division General Director. 戴博士，欢迎你，戴博士 ，Dr. Tai.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for joining us, Dr. Tai.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you may on your screen.
Yeah, I know, but I have a problem in the video. It's opaque. See, that's okay. Yes. If you
that's
cannot
okay,
see
no worries. You can just say a few words. No worries.
No, we can. I can just share my my slide.
Thank you very much.
See that well?
Yeah, we can see.
You don't have to see me in person. You just you don't have to see my face. You just can see my PowerPoint. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, our friends from Malaysia, Mr. Song, Maisa, thank you. Good morning, everyone. My name is Tai Fan Chen. Please call me Fan. Tai is the family name. It is a quite pleasure for me to share with you today about this yearly joint online shopping festival between Taiwan and Malaysia. But before we get into it, let me do a little introduction of CDRI. You may not be very familiar with this name. CDRI is a research institute I'm associated with. To be more correct, CDRI is not just a research institute, but a government agency and a think tank. We serve the Taiwan government in formatting and implementing industry development policy. And by the name, you see that our focus is commerce development and the service industry. Particularly, the division I'm leading International Digital Commerce Research Division on the right, you see that my division has been the primary agency for the implementation of Taiwan's e-commerce and cross-border e-commerce policy in the past few years. And this joint online shopping festival is one of the initiatives we cooperate with MDEC to promote the cross-border e-commerce between Taiwan and Malaysia. This joint event, the idea is actually proposed, I can clearly remember, it's proposed by Mr. Song in 2018. That is in the second Southeast Asia Cross-Border E-Commerce Cooperation Meeting. This cooperation meeting was initiated by Taiwan. We invite the primary government departments and government agencies from Malaysia, Thailand, Vietnam, Philippines, and Indonesia to sit down and discuss how we can do to help our business to do more cross-border e-commerce. So in that second meeting, we have this idea of regional cyber sale, a regional online festival. And then that idea is to create a place, a festival that can help our merchants to experience what is cross-border e-commerce. So in 2019, we start to implement that idea. So we start with the My Cyber Sale to promote the My Cyber Sale into outside of Malaysia. So we changed the name, MDEC changed the name from My Cyber Sale to My Cyber Sale Asia. And we start to promote that in Taiwan. So we have a Taiwan pavilion there in that year. And we have this so-called cross-border online sales. And this idea is very unique and original. It's because that every country has its own online sales, but the online sales is only domestic. Consumers can buy and see primarily only the domestic products. So this festival is the first one to dedicate it to cross-border. Consumers buy and see foreign products from other countries. So in 2020, last year, we changed the cooperation style. We have start to try this swap or exchange of promotion with that. We have a Taiwan Select and with Sama-Sama Digital Sales in Malaysia. And that formation continued to this year. This year we have Taiwan Select and also Malaysia Select. We have this kind of two shopping festivals to synchronize their time together, and we start to join promote these brands to other markets. Okay, I know that Maisa will introduce more about Taiwan's e-commerce landscape and the market now, but I just want to give you an idea of how Taiwanese we like to spend online. So we have the population of 23 million, a little bit less than that of Malaysia, but the market is big. And also we have seen the double-digit growth in the past few years, every year. So you can see in terms of the B2C market, e-commerce market in 2020, Taiwan, we have a bigger, a much higher value of consumer B2C e-commerce market, and also a higher online spend per person per year. Actually, that number is almost doubled in this year, because we just have a pandemic outbreak. So we in last year, 2020, Taiwan's COVID-19 situation is less serious than the rest of the world. So people just normal do their business and also live normally in 2020. But this year we have experienced a major lockdown just in the past few months. So in the past few months, we see the double or even triple online spending. in consumer products. So we expect this spending number to be even higher this year. Also, we like foreign products. So Taiwan is the biggest cross-border e-commerce market for Japanese products besides China. We like to buy from Japan. So we can already see a lot of potential product from Malaysia that Taiwanese already like, particularly in the food area. The chocolate, biscuits, and also jam is already very very hit products in Taiwan. So this is a market opportunity for all the Malaysia brands. To share a little bit experience about what we do with our brand and Taiwan Select in the past few years. In 2019, we opened a Taiwan pavilion in My Cyber Sale. So in that year, our focus is to create impression on this pavilion and on Taiwan's brand. So in that year, we actually attract 2,300 brands and over 35,000 products to list on Taiwan Pavilion. And move on to 2020, we want to shift our focus in generate traffic for Taiwan Select. And in that year, the brands and the product to register is in increase. And this year, we have a record high 2,700 brands and 125,000 products in this year's Taiwan Select. So each year we see increase of merchants and also brands and products. And that shows that how Taiwan's brands and merchants are very interested in the Malaysia market. And we hope that we can see the same trajectory of growth of Malaysia Select in Taiwan. So basically, the cooperation mechanism between Taiwan and Malaysia is to exchange our banners and do joint promotion and marketing and to synchronize the event period with each other. And we also have launch events to do the launch event at the same time with each other. In 2019, we have the launch ceremony and the press conference at the same time, and we have a dedicated session to sort of like an air meet where we can launch the event at the same time in Taiwan and also in Malaysia. And in the 2020, we have more than just a launch ceremony. We also have a flash market in Taiwan, and we exhibit all very selected and good products to exhibit in that flash market. And we also invite KOLs from Malaysia. Those are Malaysians live in Taiwan or study in Taiwan. They have quite a few number of followers on Facebook. So we invite them to the flash market and to do the Facebook live stream of them experiencing the products and also to introduce the brand on the spot. And that kind of promotion media actually generate a lot of traffic and also interest from the Malaysian consumers. So for this year, we are already be ready on the campaign and also the merchant registration is done. And we are now ready to announce the warm-up campaign. So our campaign and advertisements will be ready to set off next week. Okay, so the marketing, we have social marketing, Facebook, KOLs, Google's, YouTube. They are proven to be very effective in attracting interest from the Malaysian consumers. Oh, for the outlook of this event, we continue to cooperate with Malaysia to support more Malaysian and also Taiwan's merchants who have no prior cross-border e-commerce experience to try for the first time their business overseas. And then during that trial and exploration, we try to develop and introduce more logistic and payment solutions for merchants in exploiting cross-border e-commerce. So we can see that today in the webinar, you have Easy Store, you have the payment solution company like Razer, and you also have the organizer Easy Store to help the Malaysian merchants to sell to Taiwan on logistic and payment. That's very good. And then we try to do the same thing in Taiwan as well. So for the future cooperation, we will involve more countries through this joint campaign. So we are inviting Thailand and Vietnam and Indonesia to form a similar kind of country pavilion online, like Thailand Select, Vietnam Select, or Indonesia Select, and we are going to synchronize all our promotion periods and shopping festival period at the same time. And then we also try to develop a kind of joint assistance package, like a joint marketing program or a pooling coupon between countries, particularly with our partner countries like Malaysia. So all in all, I'm happy to introduce to you about this joint event, and I hope that we can see a very big success of Malaysia Select in Taiwan. Thank you for your time today. And if you have any questions or you want assistance on Taiwan's market, you can reach me through MDEC or here's my contact info. Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Dr. Tai. 谢谢戴博士. Thank you for the great sharing, Dr. Tai. Let's get the ball rolling in Taiwan. Okay, next we have Matrade Taiwan will share with us Taiwan e-commerce landscape all the way from Taiwan. Puan Sauda still in Taiwan. So let's welcome Trade Commissioner Matrade Taipei, which is Puan Sauda. Please on the screen. Yeah, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Okay. All right. First of all, I'd like to take this opportunity. Thank you, Suki. Thank you, my good friend for MDEC, especially Mr. Song, and of course the team, MDEC team that have been working with us, I think, for the past few years. And of course, Dr. Fan, also my good friend here. We have been also working since 2019 on this initiative. And I would like to say to everyone, 大家好, 早上好. And just a quick one before I proceed with my presentation. My name is Sauda. I'm based in Taipei. And what I would say about the Malaysia Select, basically, I'm also happy to see that we have the same brand to promote starting from this year, which is we have Taiwan Select, Malaysia Select. I think it's a good effort that we finally agreed to have one brand to promote, and I think it's time for us to position this and hope we can have more activities. If we manage to have one once a year for this event, but perhaps in the future we could have more. Campaign can be done with Taiwan, right? Okay. I think let me proceed because I only be given I think about 15 minutes. Right, basically my presentation today, this is my outline of presentation. First I will talk about key economic data and our trade performance with Taiwan. And of course I will talk about Taiwan e-commerce landscape. And I will cover on introduction on e-commerce, penetration on this market, the market trends, sharing some commerce site and some laws regarding the cross-border e-commerce. General information on e-commerce trend in 2021, and of course, challenges and opportunities in this market. And last but not least, I will talk about Matrade and its services and where actually Matrade plays, role of Matrade to facilitate when it comes into e-commerce. So I will talk a little bit on that later. Okay, right. Quick overview.
Sauda, are you sharing your screen yet?
Oh, okay, sorry. Okay, hold on, hold on.
Sorry, cut you like that.
I was so excited.
It's okay.
Press the share screen. Okay. My apology. All right, all right, all right. Sorry, guys. Okay. Can everyone see the screen?
Almost there.
Can see
Waiting for project.
your project.
Okay, hold on. Okay, can you see the full screen?
Not yet. Yes. Thank
Okay.
you.
The full screen, right?
Yep.
Yes.
All right, all right. All right. Sorry, I was so excited. Okay. Right. As I mentioned earlier, that already this is my outline that I as mentioned earlier. Okay. All right. Let's go to the Malaysia Taiwan 2020 in terms of our summary of Malaysia and Taiwan. As you can see that Taiwan actually situated in the middle of the island chain between northern part is Japan and the southern part is Philippines. So measure approximately about 400 kilometers from north to south. So in one day, actually, you can finish if you can travel from the north to south. Of course, in terms of land area, we look at the slides. Malaysia is actually 10 times bigger than Taiwan. Of course, the population-wise, Taiwan have around 23.8 million population. So even though it's small, but in terms of population, is quite populated. Yeah? And in terms of the economy, Taiwan is highly developed capitalist economy with most government firm being privatized. And it is the 7th largest in Asia and 20 largest in the world. In terms of purchasing power parity, actually Taiwan is included in the advanced economies by IMF and also gauged in the high income economies by World Bank. And of course, everybody knows Taiwan is the most technologically advanced in computer microchip, E&E semiconductors, and of course, there are big brand, for example, like bicycle brand like Giant, Merida, and many more. Okay. Right. So how we are doing with Taiwan? So back in 2020, our export to Taiwan is still recorded a positive growth, even though there's still I would say a drop off in terms of our export from 2019 to 2020 in 2020, which is a drop of 4.8%. But getting back to 2021, we actually doing well. So our total trade export and import are all recorded a positive growth instead, despite of this pandemic situation. But nevertheless, I think we have to work harder because in terms of total import, actually we import more than export to Taiwan. So as of July this year, we actually recorded a trade deficit of US dollar 4.51 billion instead of a trade surplus. So still trade surplus in favor of Taiwan. So as you can see, Taiwan is our 5th largest trading partner. And in terms of export destination, they are our 8th largest export destination. And in terms of import, they are our 5th largest import source. So Taiwan is very important partners, trading partner to Malaysia, right? Okay, let's go to Taiwan e-commerce. So despite having a comparatively a small population, so e-commerce actually is big, as mentioned by Dr. Tai. This market is quite interesting, and actually the demand, yeah, in terms of progress, especially after the pandemic, is quite fast and promising, I would say. But of course, for e-commerce, as a foreign seller, you can reap still a great yield by selling the right products and the right marketing tactics. Yeah, and then in terms of e-commerce, so the sales actually has been consistent for the last few years, and of course the ongoing COVID-19 actually and the subsequent social distancing measures undertaken by the government actually have further accelerated e-commerce growth in this market. And according to global data e-commerce analytics, Taiwan e-commerce market is expected to grow at an annual growth CAGR of 9% from Taiwan dollar 1.1 trillion or equivalent to US dollar 335.4 billion in 2020 to 1.5 trillion or equivalent to US dollar 49.9 billion in 2024.
Sorry,
And-
Sauda, you have to move to the next slide. We're still seeing your Taiwan e-commerce slide.
Okay.
Slide.
Yes.
Okay.
Of course, COVID-19 actually has made online purchasing more appealing and wary as consumers prefer to stay at home and avoid social, distance. So let's go to the introduction on e-commerce. Of course, Taiwan to many young Southeast Asian, it will seem like a place where the birthplace of bubble tea. I think everybody know that. And of course, claw machine. If you know, actually Taiwan is the who actually invented this claw machine. So you can see this a lot in Taiwan. And of course, to older generation, this is a place where F4 and J Chow is from, right? So Taiwan e-retail market size actually have grown since 2019. And because as consumers have preferred no contact shopping option and to prevent the spread of COVID, of course, that's another factor that actually have moved and show a big growth in this e-commerce business. So with improvement in supply chain system and a change in consumer preference, so shoppers are getting more confident in purchasing product online, right? So besides more brick and mortar retail player also investing heavily to integrate their online and of course offline resources also to provide consumer with a more user-friendly shopping environment, right? Okay, next, as mentioned, actually Dr. Fan already mentioned some of the info related to e-commerce market. As you can see, the e-commerce market in Taiwan actually has grown rapidly over the past few years. And Taiwan had the highest proportion of e-commerce shoppers in Asia at, I think, about 67%, as well as the region highest average revenue for e-commerce user at around 3,000 Taiwan dollar. And as Taiwan e-commerce market continue to develop an increased number of young shoppers where they prefer to shop online, and then media product, apparel, footwear, consumer electronic still remain the top 3 most purchased items. And of course, online household necessities also have increased, and this is due to the COVID pandemic as well as other demand for quick delivery. Right. Okay. In terms of penetration, as you can see, according to Taiwan Network Information Center in 2020, the e-commerce penetration rate was 86%, with the age range between 16 to 44 years old, while 65.2% out of that will place an order, where on average they will spend around 2,800 Taiwan dollar or equivalent to 400 ringgit and 28 on monthly basis. Yeah. And 69% of e-commerce orders placed due to easiness of product information, while 77% online orders were placed due to cost saving and delivery, of course, and about 52% concern on the pricing, which is less expensive compared to the one they bought in the store. Yeah. And again, because of the pandemic, the use of electronic payment also become an important mode of payment. Yeah, and solution, and these actually expected to rise as a consumer are moving away from cash and due to fear of getting infected. And for example, just to share that actually even now, for example, Pizza Hut, they don't give any option for you to pay cash. So you still have to pay everything upfront, either by credit card or debit card. Then they just do delivery. So to that extent, so mostly I think more and more, merchant will go cashless for the e-commerce, right? So in terms of current market trend, as you can see, Taiwan e-commerce currently include a wide range of products bought and sold online, and these include apparel and accessories, health supplement, beauty and skincare, foods, groceries, shoes, bag and collectible, household products, mothers and baby, and so forth, right? And to share with you top e-commerce sites, if you look at B2B website, we have 2 in Taiwan, Taiwan Trade and Taiwan Trade Ideal Easy, which is owned by Taitra. managed and owned by Taitra. Whereas B2C, B2B2C website, we have Shopee, Momo, Rutan PC Home, BigGo, Taobao, and so forth. Okay, of course, Shopee is number one. I believe is number one in Taiwan marketplace. Yeah, and of course, COVID-19 actually has given a modest boost to the top online shopping site in Taiwan and the top Taiwan marketplace. For example, like Momo, PC Home, continue and they are actually continuously strengthening their position in this market. Okay. Okay, right. Next, we go to the law governing cross e-border commerce. Okay, what I can say, actually, Taiwan e-commerce market actually have a comprehensive policy infrastructure with a strong supply chain and financial debit system, credit system. The main market player are supplier, brand owners, e-commerce and e-commerce platform itself, and the banks and other financial institutions who coordinate with the local distributors, which include delivery companies and also postal service to facilitate the whole transaction. And as you can see, for example, you can buy item, for example, at Taiwan dollar 3,000, you can pay at with some banks, you can have it 0 interest and you can pay it at 3 times. So I think this is another factor also encourage people to buy more and more online. Right. Okay, general information on top 10 e-commerce trends. What's new for 2021? These are the 10 things that you may have to consider when you are joining the e-commerce platform. Social e-commerce trend, I think, for example, social media and influencer marketing, these are the things that you may have to consider when you enter the e-commerce platform. For example, this is has been successfully taken role in terms of influence of the mindset of the consumer, and also people really rely on social media to follow certain current trend and updates, for example. And other thing, e-commerce trend, product promotion through influencer marketing. Also another important factor, important ways for you to get your products attention from your consumer, right? And other things like QR code marketing trend, the rise of m-commerce, for example, this mobile commerce, it will be on the rise. Actually, there was a study by Statista that it is estimated that by end of 2021, 73% of the e-commerce sale will take place on mobile device. So you must be prepared and ready for all these kind of trend when you enter into the e-commerce business. All right. Of course, when you said before we talk about opportunities, of course there are challenges because you need to know also the product image attractive, what are the shipping costs, does your store have clear return policies, what are other charges may incur into this business, what are the payment option, what are the quality customer service. So I think later on you can have all our speaker, Easy Store, Vitamida, and others who can share and respond to all these questions later on, right? Okay, let's go to the market opportunities. Well, for Taiwan in general, I would say now, because of the pandemic, wellness, cleanliness, and healthy living are growing consumer concern. So clean living appliances and products such as water or air purifier or sterilizing equipment are increasingly popular. And of course, wellness items also include exercise equipment and beauty products. And second, consumer wants product to self-care in addition to necessary functional product. So this is more on fulfillment and emotional needs, such as luxury candle, fancy soap, bed sheet, foot massager, healthcare, and products and many more, right? And then sales of cleaning product, of course, because of the pandemic again, detergent, soap, bathroom, kitchen cleaner also tremendously increased, right? And then slashy, a rising consumer profile, slashy, which is an individual or family with multiple careers, job or side hustle. So these consumers are constantly on the go and they prefer multifunctional products. So demand is high for sleek, attractive products that save time and labor. Okay. And then of course, important brand image is important to consumer. International reputable brand easily can receive trust and yield strong sales. But nevertheless, for unfamiliar product or new product in the market, you still have the opportunity to do well, as Taiwanese are open to try new things. However, having a strong social media like Instagram, Facebook, etc. is a must. So you have to consider that. All right. So a little bit about Matrade. I think everybody know that Matrade is the National Trade Promotion Organization in Malaysia. We are under MITI, and our task is to promote Malaysian products and services overseas. Right. Okay. So in terms of our role and function, three roles and function that we would like to highlight here is we link overseas buyers, Malaysian suppliers. We facilitate Malaysian companies to access global market, and we assist Malaysian companies to invest abroad for market access. And you can see these are our core function in terms of export promotion, export development, providing you trade market information, and of course trade advice service, and for example how to go about, for example how to do business in certain market and so forth. Okay, so these are the things actually. When it comes to e-commerce, actually we have financial assistance also under Matrade. For example, we have MDG. When you have some activities under AMP, advertising and promotion, expenses for your export, for example, like you go for social media marketing, online product listing, or any related digital online marketing channel, MDG is there, market development grant. So you can get at least 70,000 per application. And also we have another financial incentive we give also on the e-commerce, which is e-trade. So a qualified applicant may receive this through either onboarding scheme. For example, when you onboard any cross-border e-commerce platform or multiple platform, you may get Ringgit Malaysia 5,000, or you go for digital marketing training scheme. You can get up to 20,000 for undertaking any digital marketing activities or attending any e-commerce training programs. Yeah. Okay. Our network locally, you can always approach our office. We have 5 regional offices in Malaysia, right? And then global network, we have 34 trade offices and 12 marketing offices all around the globe. Yeah, for if let's say you want to know more about the market, please always contact our office. And before I end my presentation, just sharing you some Malaysian product already in the market. This is only a few. I don't put all. We have durian, frozen durian. We have flooring. Of course, F&B is the most we have in the market. We have wine, frozen food, and many more. All right. So with that, thank you. If you have anything, you can always email me at sauda@matrade.gov.my, or if you have any question, you can always ask me later personally, or you can do during the Q&A session. With that, thank you.
Thank you, Wan Sauda, for the insightful sharing on Taiwan e-commerce landscape. Now we are pleased to have Mr. Kenneth Cheng, co-founder and COO from iColor, to speak on empower your cross-border with AI. But before that, Wan Sauda, thank you. Hi. The floor is yours, Mr. Kenneth. Thank you. Yeah, we can hear you. Thanks for joining us. We're happy to see you again.
Hello. Everybody see our screen?
Yeah, we can see your screen.
Okay, that's great.
No problem.
Thank you.
Okay, it's great to sharing our solution to you and to let you know how to do the cross-border business in Taiwan. And I'm Kenneth, a co-founder of iColor, and I will using 15 minutes to introduce our service. And before I introduce our service, I want to introduce our board member and the management team to let you know that how well our team is. You can see that our executive director is come from the Google, and before joining our executive director, Dr. Li Fengjian is a Google managing director in Taiwan, and our CEO Sega is also studies AI in Stanford. So that's our team is very strong technology background to help our enterprise, our merchant to using the AI to sell their product. And as you see that because that our company is leveraging the power of cloud and leverage the power of social, so we have 2 different divisions. The first division is that to let our enterprise to let the data into the cloud and doing the data analysis And once we have doing the data analysis, we want to help them to sell more product through the analyze the data. So you see that we have a division called eCommerce. And as you know that in Taiwan, like people are watching and consume a lot of social content on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, those channels. So we have Radar that to using AI technology to collect the influencers information to help our enterprise and our brand to find the very right influencer to reach their target audience and help them to sell their products through those influencers. And moreover, we also have Shop Plus, and we partner with Facebook, and we provide the one-time key that our brand to turn their Facebook fan page as a Facebook shop through the AI technology to sell their product on the Facebook. And we also have a line solution to partner with Line to turn the Line ad solution as a line shop well. Okay, so we can say that the social commerce is very hot trend in Taiwan right now, as that it's very hot in Southeast Asia. So we have eCommerce is a solution to faster social commerce. So you see that after COVID-19, the more and more people that spend their more time on social media, and they tend to buy products through the social media, especially on food and grocery, and household essentials, and personal care products. And those kind of consumer level products is also very suitable to promote by influencer and to sell through the social network. So you see that it's an integrated solution that is provided by iColor. You see that the upper funnel, we have an AI solution to help you to find the very right influencer in Taiwan. And you see in the lower funnel, we help you can easily build a Facebook shop and build a line shop through the chatbot solution to help you to have a brand to sell the product more easily. So first, I want to introduce the Radar. This kind of solution is using the AI crawler to crawl the information that from the social network, which is across the Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. And in Taiwan, we have right now have 55,000 influencer information in our database. And we crawl the information automatically, and also using machine learning and the natural language processing to read and analyze the influencer's data to categorize the influencer and help to categorize the statistic and to let our brand to easily can find the right influencer and the effective influencer to promote their product. So you see that's the brands that we direct cooperate with. We cooperate with L'Oreal, we cooperate with Uber Eats, we cooperate with Shopee, we cooperate with Family Mart, and we cooperate with all those dozens of brands and help them to engage influencer. And we almost engage about 10,000 influencers every year in Taiwan. So we have this kind of technology and also have this kind of service team to help the brand to easily contact the influencer and to find the effective influencer to do the influencer marketing and also to do the social commerce. You can see that's our system. While we help the brand to find the right influencer, we use the system to help them to fill out the right influencer according to the collected data, according to the data analytics. So you see those are end-to-end service to help the brand to sell their products through those influencers. First, we will help them to organize their KPI. And according to their KPI, we can help them to find the very right influencer to do the communication. And we also help a brand to contact the content influencers and to go through all the contract, go through overall payment, go through overall contents. And while the contents online, then we also have the AI data analytics to do the analytic report online too. So you see that the benefit to use the AI to find the influencer is that you have a matrix, you have this data, and we can also very to focus on the performance numbers like cost per engagement, cost per view, even the ROAS. So for example, for some brand that they want to use the YouTubers for promote their product, we use the AI to help them to find the very right influencer through the data analysis. And finally, to find the few influencers that can promote their product. How we can do that is that first, we will help them to identify the keywords, because that the product have some keyword to describe the product. And we will help them to identify the target audience, and we can use the social tag to fill out the very right influencers. And finally, we can use in the engagement numbers, engagement rate, view numbers, view rate to fill out the very right and the very effective influencers. And when we find those very suitable candidates, we will engage the influencers and to invite them to cooperate with the brand, and will help to identify the very right creative angles and create a creative content. And finally, you can see that the result is very well because we using the data to find very right influencer, which means the TA, the target audience, is very right. And so the final conversion is very amazing. You can see the 15 times that the sales growth for this brand. And the other influencer marketing showcase is we co-working with La Roche-Posay. As we said that we directly with cooperating with L'Oreal Group. So we help them to contact with a lot of influencers and help them to find right influencers through data. So you see that they're using a lot of nano IGers to promote their new product. So what they want to have 400 IGR and to promote their product in 1 month. So it's a huge number. So if you want to find a huge number of right key opinion consumer, you must use data. So we use the data to find the very right influencers. Oh, sorry. I'll try this.
We can hear you.
Okay. Yes. Because we need to adjust our screen. There's something that our screen we want to remove it.
No problem. We can wait for you. Take your time. Yeah, it's fine.
But do you see our full screen, or you will see some?
It's still a full screen and it's clear to the content. We still can see, no problem.
You can see, no problem. Okay. Then I can.
No, yeah, the content is all clear. Yeah, can see 1, 2, 3, 4. The 4 is complete. Yeah.
Then I continue to our sharing.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. So we using the keyword also to identify the large process key opinion consumers, and we also using tag to find the very right influencers, that because they want to the influencer that is office worker or the student or the motherhood, this kind of thing. And to find the very right influencer, we also said we're using the growth number and growth rate, engagement rate to filter out the very right influencer to cooperate with them. So you see that the final result is very impressive. So you see that the overall engagement rate is higher than the benchmark, and is to hit about 8% engagement rate, is 3.5 times as high as the benchmark. And you see the sample files and the sample graphics that I just listed below is randomly chosen. You can see that they are high quality because that we have all the SOP like to help the brand to create the unbriefed content for the brands. So you see that using the influencer marketing with the AI, we can easily find a very right influencer to create a very impressive result and performance. There's no doubt. However, if we want to sell products through online, and then we also prepare the solution for you. So you can use in Shop Plus our Crescendo Labs AI chatbot to build the online chatbot to sell the product through the AI. So I will promote the Shop Plus here. You see that the Shop Plus is an AI commerce solution SaaS in Asia. We have more than 172,000 brands and retailers that are using Shop Plus in Southeast Asia. So in Taiwan, we especially cooperate with Family Mart. So Family Mart is exclusively cooperating with Shop Plus because Shop Plus have such kind of AI solution and is easily can help brands to establish their brand shop on Facebook in 1 minute. So they can set up this Facebook shop and to sell their product, and the buyer can easily pick out the product through the Family Mart store. So if you want to try the Shop Plus app, it's free right now. So you can download the app through the QR code and just to test it and to experience it is all for free. So you can see that the screenshot is that how the ad model works. You see that we using the Shop Plus to have the Unilever and to sell their product on Southeast Asia. So in Southeast Asia, so you can see that once the consumer they just comment on the street, they told that I want to buy this product. So the chatbot will just hook up and they will continue the street and to let the AI to deal with the deal, and the consumer can easily and to go through all the process and to buy the product through the app process and through the conversational process, and so all those things as the automation. So for brands that they also have an auto management system, it's like a CRM. So you can use this auto management system to manage orders, manage the consumers, manage all the shipment, this kind of thing. And so it's quite easily tools and platform and the user interface is quite very friendly for the consumer to use. And let's showcase that to demonstrate the AI's capability and our system scalability. You can see that there's our social seller, they just generate and 25,000 comments and 18 orders and just in 5 minutes. And it can all be processed automatically through the AI chatbot. You can imagine if you create 18,000 orders, you can't manage it by manually. So that's the scalability that to using the Shop Plus, using the chatbot, and can easily to set up the online shop, Facebook shop, and to help you do the business on day one. So the other showcase is that we help Unilever to build the online shop that easy. As you see that because the COVID-19 is quite serious, so the Unilever just asked us to build their online shop. So we easily to help them to build the online Facebook shop and to help them to recover all their sales and from the offline to online. So the showcase is demonstrated like if you want to do this kind of digital transformation and you don't have this kind of technology, then you can easily still use Shop Plus to build your online shop to do the business normally during the COVID-19. Okay, all overall is information that I demonstrate to you that I provide the social commerce integrated solution for you. You can use Radar, the AI solution, to find the very right influencers, and we have our service team to help you to find the influencer using the system. You have the data, you have the content, and you can also have the right target audience. And if you want to build your online shop, we have Shop Plus with Crescendo Lab to help you building your shop on the Facebook, on the Instagram, also on the line chatbot. So if you have any business, you can just through those content information to find us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Kines. Thank you, Kai先生. Okay, thank you for sharing with us how to increase the e-commerce conversion rate with AI. So now you get to know how to empower your business with AI, and you get to know how to, get to know Taiwan e-commerce landscape. And now our next sharing is from our Easy Store, co-founder of Easy Store is Alan Kong. He will be sharing you, he will showing you a platform, a battlefield for you to go in, because you have all the weapon ready. Where do you go and fight? Where do you go and see your customer, find your customer and have sales there? Okay, Alan Cole will share with you how Malaysia Select can help you to actually penetrate China and penetrate Taiwan market. The floor is yours, Alan.
Hey, hello. So me again. Let me share my screen. Okay. Okay, so maybe before I start introduction about the Easy Store, then I review back the Malaysia Select. So what is a Malaysia Select? And Malaysia Select is a Malaysia Taiwan's cross-border selling campaign. So which is organized by Easy Store. So what we're going to do is we will have a portal for all the Malaysian sellers to sell their products in Malaysia Select portal. Okay, so you can list your offer, you can do your landing page in your website, everything. Yeah, so the timeline, I think I review again. So merchant recruitment will already start from since July, and until now September we are still recruiting, and target is 800 merchant will be on board in this platform. So September we were going to promote in Taiwan, which is we will drive some traffic to this portal, and hopefully can drive some sales to the seller as well. So and October 1st and 10 until 10, there's an official event happening. In that time, we also will have some program to run in our platform and in our social media, which is we also hope to drive some buyers from Taiwan as well. So get prepared, and I will show you guys how you're going to prepare better. And also our target groups, like who can participate in these programs. Like you have to got your e-commerce website, which is accept Malaysia currencies or Taiwan currency. So and you must have SSM registered, and these are very simple basic things that is required to participate. Okay, and then tips to promote or to create your banners. Coming next few slides I will talk about. And for example, if you want to catch your eyeball, like what's your offer, you must highlight what is the percentage that you are going to offer, and then how you're going to do the banner. So actually we have a guideline when you register, become the Malaysia Select merchant. So we have a guideline for you to upload your banner and also upload your content for what you offer. Yeah, so that's a very simple. And also, if you do not have any website yet, then probably you can try Easy Store to start from free. So actually we have a free plan, we have a standard plan, we have a light plan that you can try. So later, I think later after my presentation, I will have some link or some offer for you guys. Stay tuned. Yeah, okay. So okay. So in order to introduction about your products, then the page information is very important, which is your landing page and about your promote products information. So you need to prepare yourself to create one page, one dedicated page for this campaign. So such like the banner and what you're selling, what is your offer, and how you're going to to manage it. So actually, if you are using Easy Store, then inside the means the content management system, it can help you to create that. Okay. And about the language, so because this campaign is sold to Taiwan, so the best is if you are able to do the traditional Chinese in your website. That will be helpful, because most of the Taiwanese will more familiar what's your content talk about, what's your product is regarding about what kind of products that you are selling. So to make more understanding and localize to the Taiwanese, so the the language is very important. But of course, yes, if you are not able to do the Chinese content, if the English base is still okay, because like just now CIDI, they got sharing their Taiwanese love to buy things from cross-border. So I think used to be some audience they understand about the English. Yeah. Okay. So yep. And then next will be like this kind of example, like you can mix the language. You no need like to change the whole website to Chinese or something, but of course you can add on some Chinese and mix some English in your website, and or maybe you can just put a paragraph for the only Chinese and paragraph for the English as well. So that's workable, because we saw some merchant, they are using this kind of method to serve two different language audience. Yeah. Okay. And then yep, Taiwan, about the payment method. So we hope that you make sure your payment method in your website is accept the Taiwan dollar or accept the foreign card. So, or maybe later, I think Razer Merchant Service got some solution for you to how to correct the Taiwan dollar as well. So stay tuned. So they will share more about the payment method. But in your website, we hope that you can get prepared what your payment methods to be used. Yeah. Okay. So in our landing page also got any other partner to offer you to have the payment method. So later we'll share you some info, or we'll share you our landing page as well. Okay. And yep. And then the shipping and how to ship and what to ship and what cannot send to. So I think in last workshop we have invite Daniel. Daniel will talk. Daniel will list what things that you can send and what thing that you can able to sell to Taiwan and how to ship to Taiwan. All those information also will appear in our landing page, because this section is too many. It's talk about Taiwan landscape, so that's why we skip the shipping speaker for this round. So okay, but you still can ask the question, so I can link you up to the channel, or if I able to answer, then later I will answer you guys. Okay. And then okay, so the what Easy Store role in this campaign. So let me share some info. So Easy Store partners, because okay, first of all, because a lot of people misunderstanding like Easy Store is come from Taiwan. Actually, no, we are homegrown technology company in Malaysia. But last 2 years, I think 2017, that we are penetrate to Taiwan market. So at that time we have a significant growth, and also got a lot of network with local partners, such like later we have some speaker like Chatify, Call Live, you know. So those are Easy Store close partner in Taiwan. So because of that, then last time we have some conversation with MTech. So then we come out some program that how we going to help our Malaysians sell to Taiwan, and I think that's really useful if we can do that, since we have two businesses in both local. Yeah. So yep. So this is why we hope we can help some Malaysian to sell to cross-border to Taiwan. Okay. And next row is in I think it's happened in event that times like 1st October to 10th October. What we're going to do is we will leverage all our partners to drive the traffic to the partners to the portal. So the portal will appear your offer, will appear your the banner things. So from there we hope we can drive some sales for you guys as well, but our main role is how to generate the traffic to this portal, and while with all the partners in Taiwan, and then all the partners in Malaysia as well. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, opportunity. Just now I think a couple of, I think last 2 days I got share this to Carol. So the opportunity that you can see, the half-boiled egg makers is selling like almost $16 in Malaysian ringgit. So and the favorite like pop muruku things also already sell in Taiwan. So this kind of information I get it from one of the Malaysia group in Facebook. So as a reference, as maybe as an inspire you to get on board and to get the opportunity to sell to Taiwan, then here you can see the differences. So definitely, if you do export, in terms of a currency, in terms of the margin that you can earn, that you can see how it's work if you are trying to export. So means your e-commerce businesses, you can have two revenue stream instead of just local. Yeah. Okay. So that's the reference. It's really crazy. Just a simple things is selling. That's kind of pricing. Okay. So okay. Next, I think talk about more about the Easy Store now. So Easy Store actually founded in 2005, and then in 2013, that time, I think 2005, that time, I think everyone not really know about e-commerce, or everyone is just looking for, hey, can you help me to do the web design? So eventually, that time when I started this business with my co-founder, Mr. Frost, so it's also my technical backbone. So that time we have started a very tough time actually. So no one else to know about what is the e-commerce, why I need the e-commerce. So eventually, I think 2010 or something, Alibaba is coming up, and internationally a lot of people talk about the e-commerce. So that time we also catch up the trend that we are doing the e-commerce, like the product catalogs in Malaysia. So without further ado, I think 2017, that time we have changed our business model to become like a SaaS model. So at that time, we are starting to do the Taiwan market or international market. Eventually, when we enter the Taiwan market, so it's a lot of small or medium seller. They are thinking to get away from a marketplace. So meaning the marketplace is the barrier is getting higher and higher. So a lot of small seller, they are willing to have their own website or own branding to starting their business. From that time, we have a significant growth because of the timing that people looking for the solution for the website. Okay, so I think of course we have no forgotten about the South Asia. So in South Asia, we have a lot of integration, a lot of partner that we have worked with, such like the payment gateway or the logistic partner, or even some software partners like Certifies or Collab. So we are all work with in the same ecosystem in Easy Store. Okay, so this one I think I skipped some, and this some of our merchant in Easy Store. So as you can see, because of pandemic, so Madam Guan also doing the online store to collect the orders in our platform, and somehow if you guys know about the Kim Carey, yeah, Kim Carey also using us to collect the orders for their food. If you want to buy lunch or buy some frozen food, you can look for Madam Guan or Kim Carey now. Yeah, so this because of the pandemic, they're forced to. Okay, so and this some of our key merchant in Taiwan. So there's some of them that they are started from really small, and also they are doing very well in terms of like their branding. Yeah, so it's a bit different in between like Malaysia or the Taiwan. Taiwan, because of their have no multi-channels like Malaysia, they got a lot of marketplace that can sell. But that's why what we see from Taiwan is a lot of sellers, they will start from their own brand.com, and then eventually they are sell to marketplace or social media. So it's a bit different in Malaysia. Malaysia will be like they start from social media, they start from marketplace, you know. So there's a different culture in terms of the you know, e-commerce selling. Okay, so yep. So what is Easy Store? Actually, Easy Store is no longer like a website builder. So we are changing our position in the market is a multiple sales channel. So as you see my slide, like you can sell to Instagram, you can sell to marketplaces, you can use our live feature or live portal that you can sell. You can do live in Facebook, and eventually you can correct the orders in the proper way. Proper way means you won't miss the any orders from your audience. Meaning when people who +1, +2, you know, so they can we can help you to our integration will help you immediately add to cart, and then immediately leads your customer to the checkout page. So there's a awesome, quite smooth, you know, quite smooth flow for the seller. So, and then we also have the, you know, the chat like Line or WeChat or WhatsApp store for you to sell through your WhatsApp friends and families or something. So then we this kind of integration, we skip like the complications flow. So for example, if you want to sell, if the buyer want to buy from you, surely I think they have got some question to ask you, then they can just hit the button to you know, to reach you in the WhatsApp or WeChat online. Yeah, okay. And others than that, like the Facebook shopping, we also pretty well integration in our Easy Store. So meaning you can just list your product when through the Google Merchant Center. So if you want to do any advertisement in the Google Shopping, it's just a button that you just list in their search engine, yeah, something like that. Okay, so I think quite limited the time to talk about. And what I want to share this is because of the pandemic, you can see people forced to sell online, people forced to do some different things instead of what they're doing in the previously. So like the pilot, they're also going to sell the Harimi or Lasidoma things, and in the Shopee, they also sell the Samba things, you know. So what we see in Easy Store trend, I mean the seller trend is for whoever doing the free shipping, right? So there surely there gangs a lot of orders, a lot of audience to purchase from them. So if you can do that, I think you will get some you know, advantage from the audience. And then yep. And next, yeah, this is the buyer journey. Before, yeah, I think before 2020, you can see like, oh, people will will buy something, they will search online, but then like a lot of opportunity that they might go online to buy it, or they might search from online and then go offline to buy it. So it is quite complex before year 2020. But now I think because of the pandemic, 2020 or 2021, these 2 years, there's just one way. Buy online itu saja. So there's a very good opportunity for who are already e-commerce seller or not yet. Then you can grab this opportunity to try what you want to sell, or you already have your own brand or own product to sell. And this I think is a golden time for you to try in selling in local or overseas. Yeah, especially overseas now, I think is a good opportunity to try it, because you know, Malaysia said this campaign is free to join. Okay, thanks you. And I think that's my last slide. And if you want to grab the offer from Easy Store, please scan the code, or you can visit our website. How you're going to create the website, or you create your own online store things, you just put your email. So I think within 1 or 2 days or 1 or 2 hours, you can complete all the content, you can sell online. Yeah, okay, thanks.
Thanks, Alan, for the very fast and concise sharing. Very good sharing. Yep. Thank you, Alan. And like what Alan mentioned just now, because this webinar we carry on target covering on Taiwan landscape. Last webinar we were actually discussed about some logistics solutions. If you are missed, no worry. Please go and like our Malaysia Select Facebook. Simple. You go on Facebook and type Malaysia Select, then you can get the information and you can get the page out. And please like and follow, because we have a lot of information we'll be sharing there. And then of course during the campaign, a lot of good deal will be coming along. Okay. All right. Thanks, Alan. And before I invite Razel, I would like to highlight one thing to every one of you. Thank you again for staying with us. If you have any questions, I believe you have, because a lot of information is coming along. We're so insightful. If you have any questions, feel free to ask at the Q&A panel, okay? Because when you're putting there, we're actually easy for us to identify your questions, and we'll make sure your question being answered by our speaker. So because our speaker from time to time, they will check the Q&A panel and then answer your questions. So feel free to use the Q&A panel. Thank you very much. So next, I would like to invite our next speaker. Hi, from Razer. Is that Shakti?
Yes.
Am I correct? I mean, I
Yeah.
mentioned your name correctly. Okay.
Yes.
Mr. Shakti will share with us some payment solution in Taiwan. Let's welcome Mr. Shakti from Razer Merchant Services. Thank you very much. The floor is yours.
Okay, thank you, Soki. All right, first of all, I'd like to thank MDEC and EasyStore for inviting us for this event. It was very great. So it's a great opportunity for me as well to learn more about the Taiwan market. So let's talk about payment first before I share my slide. So expanding to Taiwan is interesting, it's exciting, but at the same time, you need to get paid. So we are there to help you out on how to get paid. So a brief introduction about Razer. Razer is a payment. I'm sure many of you may heard of Razer as a gaming company. So Razer has another subsidiary called Razer FinTech, which owns a payment solution company. So we are the largest payment channel company in Southeast Asia. So we provide payments to various corporate companies, small SMEs, as well as government companies as well. So let me start sharing my screen. Okay, so Razer Merchant Services. So there are many payment gateways in the market. However, you have to be very careful selecting the right one because there are some of them, they may not work properly. So we need to have some kind of questionnaire on that. You should ask yourself, what is their most prominent client? How robust is their financial strength? How robust is the engineering team? So for example, I'm sure some of you may have encountered certain issue where the payment channel is not working. They may have a downtime. So how robust is the engineering team to repair the issue, and how substantial is the payment gateway volume capacity? So let's say you have a sale, can the payment channel cope with it, or else if they can't, the payment system will go down. And as well, what is the company's track record and experience in the payment industry? So these are some questions that you should ask yourself when you're selecting a payment gateway company. So let me answer how Razer comes in. So Razer, we have a lot of prominent clients such as Google, Facebook, Starbucks, Lazada, Shopee, Taobao, Foodpanda, Allianz, and many more. Actually, we have a lot of government merchants as well who are using us for a very long time. And our financial strength, we processed approximately 4.3 billion US dollars last year, and it's growing on a year-to-year basis about 100%. So in 2019, we processed about 2 billion something. In 2020, it has increased to 4 billion. Next is our engineering capacity. So currently we have about 60 engineers and we are planning to hire more. As we expand further, more nations you're covering, we need more engineers. So we are hiring about 20-30 more engineers by end of this year. And we are one of the payment companies that can handle a large sessions. For example, we can handle back-to-back 100,000 plus transaction at once. Especially during the Singles Days 11/11 in 2020, we handle about 100,000 plus transactions simultaneously. So because we have such big capacity to handle a huge transaction. Next is our record and experience. We have about 16 years in experience in payment industry. RMS or Razer Merchant Services is the pioneer in playing a vital role in Malaysian and the region e-commerce ecosystem, with solid track record handling large scale of payment volume, serving all kind of merchants from small to world-class giant merchants. We have zero downtime. Our systems boast a strong and stable infrastructure supporting merchants' mass traffic during peak sales seasons. Okay, so another just introduction about Razer, how a company operates, like our structure. So Razer FinTech is the financial arm of the gaming company Razer Inc. So under Razer FinTech, there's a few companies called Razer Cash, Razer Parcel, Razer VT. This is online payment gateway, and offline we have Razer Top Up, Razer Top Up Bills, and Razer Bills. So Razer Cash is basically an physically online based payment channel. So if you buy anything from Shopee, for example, right, you may see an option there, payment option called 7-Eleven. That is actually under Razer Cash. So when you select the 7-Eleven payment option, you can actually go to any 7-Eleven, pay for the items you buy on Shopee. that works through 7-Eleven, Razer Cash. So besides 7-Eleven, you can actually use Razer Cash in KK Mart as well as 99 Speed Market. And obviously in Taiwan, we have other channels as well through Razer Cash. Razer Parcel is actually our distribution channel that we work with 7-Elevens. So you can drop your parcel off 7-Elevens and or pick up your parcel off 7-Elevens through Razer Parcel. Razer VT is an app that you can process your payment and everything through your mobile itself. So that is something very exciting we're working on. Okay. So we are one of the largest online payment channels, and we have a lot of blue chip merchant base such as Google, Facebook, Lazada, Shopee, Grab, Taobao. And we support about more than 110 regional payment options. So Visa, MasterCard, obviously, and Maybank in Malaysia, all the big banks, and in overseas as well. And so we have a global and regional clientele close to around 50,000 plus merchants today. We are supporting, and we are integrated with banks and global schemes. And we provide a lot of alternative and innovative payment system to provide more payment options for your customers. So these are some of our offline payment channel. So we have an extensive offline payment channel throughout Southeast Asia. And we have an extensive games and entertainment offering. Obviously, since we are owned by a gaming company, we have such offerings. And we have a lot of e-wallets that is attached to our network too. And recently in third quarter of this year, we are adding Alipay Plus as well. So it will allow more international e-wallets to use us. Okay, so what is our key competitive advantage? We are one of the market leaders in Southeast Asia. We connect to Southeast Asia in one single integration. You can connect in various different markets. So it's easier for you to expand further. So when you expand to different country, you don't have to look for a different payment gateway in that particular country. You can just use our existing integration through these selected countries. We have system ready there. And with that, you can have a maximum user reach with our payment solution. We provide cards, internet banking, e-wallets, and e-cash processing capability. And the best part is we have this scalable processing capability. So for example, tomorrow is 9/9. I'm sure a lot of people have added shopping carts already to buy stuff tomorrow. So our system will be working, our engineers will be working overnight today to ensure that there's no downtime tomorrow. That's one of our exciting proposal here. And we have a superior payment experience. Our multiple integration methods, including server API, which is transparent in the payment process. And the best part and the most important part for any payment company is we should have a 24/7 merchant support and technical standby. So in case you have a trouble 3 a.m. in the morning or 4 a.m. in the morning, you can always email our support team and someone will definitely guide you at that time. Okay. So Razer Merchant Services, as I mentioned earlier, we are the only payment company in Malaysia that has the largest payment capacity. We can handle more than 100,000 sessions at once. During the sales day, we have so far reached about 850% higher in transaction volume compared to a regular day. And we have processed more than 625% higher in dollar terms compared to a regular day. And during this entire period, there's zero downtime. And these are the countries that we support currently: Malaysia, Singapore, Thailand, Indonesia, Vietnam, China, and Taiwan. And one of the reasons why we are here is the Taiwan part. We are obviously looking to expand in more countries in the future. So currently, these are our channel coverage. So I'll focus on Malaysia and Taiwan. So in Malaysia, we obviously have Visa, MasterCard payment, PayNet, MyDebit, UnionPay, Discover Dining, FPX, all the banks, B2B and B2C, and then PayNet, RPP, Do It Now. We have CashTerm, which is a Razer Cash product, 7-Eleven, 99 Supermart, and KK Supermart. And e-wallets, we have all the main e-wallets available, as well as Alipay Plus, which is coming soon. And we have buy now, pay later features too. So you can add on in that as well. So for now in Malaysia, we have Rely and GrabPay. And we are working on adding more buy now, pay later players to our platform as well. And next in Taiwan, we have Visa and MasterCard. must have that. And then we have a virtual account system with 21 banks attached to it. And besides that, Razor Cash, which is crucial as well. We have 7-Eleven, Family Mart, and High Lives. Okay. So what is the local payment method and why we provide local payment method? So let's focus here. So you want to expand your business, right? Not everyone will have the payment channel that you want to have. So you obviously can't go to Taiwan and offer FPX. A lot of them won't have that payment channel. It's either their local banks or the credit card, Visa and MasterCard. So that's an option that you can consider. So it's an avenue for you to boost your business revenue. And you can use a payment channel and you can use that to attract new and returning customer. And the best part is reduce cart abandonment. So I'm sure you have encountered, if you're running an e-commerce platform right now, I'm sure you've encountered that some customer will not complete the payment. They will just add in the cart. So for example, myself, many times I went through online shopping and I found out that the payment channel that I want, sometimes some websites only allow COD and I don't want to do COD. So I just leave the website and go find in another place. So we don't want that kind of things to happen there. So that's why we will allow to make sure that sufficient payment channels are available so that your customer can pay according to which way they want. All right. So in Taiwan market, like I mentioned, the earlier on speaker mentioned, we have about 23.57 million population, more than 8 million people without a credit card, and cash is still the preferred payment method, and they don't have any overseas transaction fees, and the accessibility to convenience stores is very easy. So like I mentioned earlier, why we mentioned the accessibility to convenience stores. So you can use Razor Cash, which I mentioned, to make your payment. So when you're going to your checkout page, your customer can select Razor Cash as the payment option, and they'll be given a code, and they can just walk to any nearest 7-Eleven or Family Mart or High Life store in Taiwan and make the payment there. And once make the payment, it will update your system and it will show that the merchant have paid, the customer have paid for the thing, for the item. And next, we also have virtual account through eSun Bank, which can accept transfers from any bank ATM machines, which is about 30,691 ATMs nationwide, or internet banking portal, or bank app to the virtual account number generated. All right, Razor Cash in Malaysia is one of the largest payment option, the third largest actually after Maybank and CIMB. We currently can collect payments through 7-Eleven, 99s, P-Mart, and KK Mart. Process about 483,000 is actually way higher right now. We process close to 500,000 right now or even higher. It will assist about 10 to 40% more revenue for merchants. The reason being is Razor Cash is particularly targeted for those who don't have a bank account, like foreign workers, students, who don't like to do online transactions. So they prefer to do cash. Razor Cash is the perfect thing to do. All right. All right, this is the growth of Razor Cash over the last few years. We started in 2017, it has grown by 150%, 188%, 184%, and currently we are looking to grow about 200% at the moment. Okay, this is how a Taiwan payment channel will look like. So when you check out from the Taiwan payment page, you select TW payment method. It will go through an ID authentication process where you have to key in your ID details, and everything keyed in, a VACVS pin code will be generated. You can bring the pin code through any Family Mart or High Life or 7-Eleven stores in Taiwan. Give it to the cashier, and they will print out the machine, print out the paper, and you can directly pay that. Or you can make a transfer to online banking transfer. And the other payment option will be Visa and MasterCard as well. Okay, so this is the most common way currently is for payment processes in Taiwan. So in Malaysia, this is specifically for today's promotion. Our FPX charge is 2.4% or 60 cents. Razor Cash, we offer the same thing, 2.4% or minimum 80 cents, whichever is higher. These are the e-wallet rates for online and offline. And the settlement is T+2 for e-wallet and weekly basis for the other transactions. So the other fees, we usually have a setup fees, yearly maintenance fee, and everything. It's all waived for today. So for this event and the participants, for the first 500 merchants only. It's a good deal for you to take up. This is for our Taiwan plan. So it's about the same. The pay cash in 7-Eleven, Family Mart, and High Life is about 2.6%. And if you want to do the ATM transaction or bank transfer, it's about the same as well, 2.8%. And the settlement is on a weekly basis as well. And the other fees, which is a setup fee, yearly maintenance fee, all will be waived as well for this for the merchants who join today's session. Okay, if you're interested, later after this presentation, I'll share you the register link. So you can just go into our website, register, and submit everything, your documents, what kind of services you want, your business details. Obviously, you need SSM, and then submit all your business details, your bank details, and the plans you want to select. Upload all your documents and agree to our merchant services agreement. And besides offline, submit, and someone from our end will contact you to discuss further. Okay, so from there on, you can see the dashboard, what's the status of your application process. So in the meantime, if you have any inquiry, you can also email to our support and they will assist you. So if you have any other questions, this is my email ID. You can reach me here. I'll be more than happy to assist you. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Mr. Shati from Razel. It's really a good deal. So get in touch with them, and the contact is there. But no worry, if you still can get it, can't get it, no worry. We will send out this PDF to you and their contact to you right after. After our webinar end. Okay. And a lot of live selling now in Malaysia happening in FB, Facebook Live, or a lot of live selling coming along. Similarly, is very popular in Taiwan also. So next speaker from Cool Life will share us how they can help businesses to handle order you take from the FB Live. So they will actually tell you, other than you take the order and then you check the inbox and so on, any other best solutions that you have yet to know. I can't wait for Mr. Carlos to share with us what is the best solutions when it comes to this. Okay, the floor is yours.
Hi everyone.
Nice
it's good to be here with our Malaysia Select friends. I'm very excited to share with you our product. It's called the Cool Life, and it's gonna make your life way easier if you use Facebook, or if you're trying to use Facebook to sell online. So without further ado, I'm going to share my screen and I'm gonna tell you all about it. All right, so let's go, guys. Okay, so the title of my presentation today is gonna be Discover Social Commerce. So first, I'm gonna introduce myself. I'm Art and Design Director of Kudata, and I'm part of the development team for the Cool Life application. So Kudata is a martech company. We're based in Taipei, and we started doing ad buying and media buying, PPC, for clients, and then we started developing other advertising and marketing products such as Cool Life. So today we're gonna learn about a few social commerce trends. Some of our friends, I think, Sora sharing for us. So I'm gonna expand a little bit on those social commerce trends, and then we're gonna talk about live stream selling, what are the benefits, and how Facebook Live looks like, and what Cool Life can do to improve selling and the performance of your conversions on the social channels. So first up, we're gonna take a look at a little bit of social commerce trends. So as some of our partners mentioned before, social commerce is basically just leveraging the reach of social media to drive your sales. So to make good use of your social channels to not just spread awareness about your brand, but also use it as a good channel to drive your conversions and increase your revenue. And we have some statistics for e-commerce sites. So the referrals from the social media platform went up about 110% from 2017 to 2019. And it's been the fastest growing among all channels ever since then. So out of all traffic channels that go to e-commerce sites, social media referrals is the highest. And then on average, businesses that have a strong social media presence can see an increased revenue of up to 32% in comparison to those that do not have a social media presence at all. So in all aspects, it's, I think, very beneficial to at least have a presence on social media, as this can result in a little bit of increased or boost in business. So as for the social media landscape, actually, we can see that 4 out of the top 5 social media platforms are actually owned by Facebook. So actually doing business with Facebook is quite profitable at this stage. So the number 1 is Facebook, and then WhatsApp Messenger are like good platforms for connecting with your friends, of course. And then there's Instagram, which is very, very valuable for lifestyle brands because of the heavy imagery and the branded content. And as for Taiwan, we have a very, very big penetration of Facebook here. So about 9 out of 10 people that use internet regularly do have a Facebook account. And of course, if you combine it with Instagram, it's the largest social reach that you can have here in Taiwan. So now I'm gonna talk about a little bit of the traditional social strategy and what are some of the issues or what are some of the difficulties you can encounter while doing this social strategy. So most of the brands, when we are doing social media management, we do this for activities, right? So we do posts on our feeds, we share stories, we share links or articles, and then we buy we do PPC, so we buy ads to promote our posts. But according to official statistics, this is from Facebook themselves, the average reach of a post on Facebook is about 10% or lower. So which means that if you have 100 people that follow you, only about 10 people will see your post. And the average engagement rate is under 4%. So while you are working hard at maintaining your social media presence, these costs are ever increasing, and the return on investment on doing this sort of social media management is kind of decreasing. So we do a live stream because it can be an outlier to this trend. So the advantages of live stream selling is that the purchase rate increased for 81% for customers who watch live streams at least one time. Yeah, and the live videos produce almost 6 times as many interactions as traditional videos or other types of posts on Facebook, and they get 10 times more comments. So it's a very good tool for generating engagement with your social media following. So we do recommend trying to make use of live streaming. Here in Taiwan, there was a very famous report that found that over 80% of people who shop online have watched a live stream sale at least once. So out of everyone who's ever shopped online here in Taiwan, about 8 out of 10 people have watched the live sale at least once. And out of those people, over 40% have purchased at least one product. So the market for live selling and live shopping in Taiwan is thriving. It's a very large market, and the volume is quite big. And it's become like an activity that you can do, like when you're going home from work, you're sitting on the train, on the bus, you can just blow off some steam, watch a little bit of a live stream, maybe get yourself a new shirt or something. So it's become quite popular here in the vernacular and in the culture in Taiwan. And the reason that live stream is so good at driving sales is for these 3 main reasons. It's of course, it's very interactive, and it's transparency and immediacy. As for interactivity, the host can host some games or giveaways, and this can reduce the distance between the host and the audience, so they can feel more connected. And as per transparency, because you are watching the host interact with the product in real time. So you can get a feel for the product, the size, how it looks when you're wearing it, if it's a clothing item, or the size of it, if it's like any other kind of item, how it interacts with the light as well, and the reaction of the host when interacting with the product is of course very, very important, because we are very sensitive to these social cues coming from other people, especially when making purchasing decisions. And of course, one of the biggest selling points is that it's very immediate. So the host can interact with the audience directly through the comments and address the concerns or the questions that they may have during a product presentation, for example. And they can gauge or get a feel for the audience reaction and do a bit of an adjustment in real time to see how they can better leverage the emotion of the people in the moment to drive more sales. Of course, doing live stream on Facebook is quite difficult if you're inexperienced or if you're doing for the first time or without any help at all. So there's a bit of a difficulty in live streaming because you have to juggle everything all at once. You have to prepare a few tools or props to aid with your live stream selling. And you have to interact with the audience. You have to reply to messages. And of course, you have to tally the orders and send the order details to the people manually. So it's, of course, a very time-consuming process if you're doing it alone by yourself or with a helper. So it's quite overwhelming, or it can be quite overwhelming for people to do it this way. And usually the tools and props that are needed to conduct a successful live stream sale, it's product text. So you have to let the people know how to purchase the product. So you do like a number or a keyword or anything that helps you quickly identify the purchase comments from the other comments. And then you have to produce, or you have to print them out, and you have to put them on top of the clothes or on top of the items, and then you have to keep track of what is what. And if something gets confused along the way, you maybe have a chance to sending the wrong product to the wrong person. Yeah, and of course you have to prepare maybe a nice background, or at least you have to like have a nice space to do your live stream. Then you have to, for those who like to do like limited sales or like flash sales, they like to do a timer for maybe bidding wars or something like that. And of course, you have to prepare other tools if you want to engage with your audience. There's lots of tools online where you can do giveaways based on comments, etc. So you also have to prepare other devices as well. So it's a few people. You have to prepare space. You have to prepare some tools and props. So it's quite time consuming. And of course, if you do it like this every time and you have a big volume of orders, you can, of course, delay your responses, and you are unable to provide the feedback on the order timely. And you are at risk of the shoppers losing their excitement and abandoning their orders and just forgetting it altogether. And you work so hard to make them excited about, shopping, like getting this nice product, and you are like a very charismatic person, but with time, of course, all of the excitement kind of just fizzles out. So it's kind of sad. And for Coolive, we will do our best to remedy and improve on these issues. So for Coolive, what we do is we have a phone application and we have a online dashboard. So for your phone, what we do is we add a layer of information on top of your live stream. So your viewers are still watching your live stream on Facebook. The only difference is that you do not stream directly from the Facebook application. You stream for the Collab application, and through the Collab application, we add layers on top. So we add a text sticker, we add a product cards, we add a price tags, or other graphics that help you communicate the activity information clearly. And then you push this live stream to the Facebook server, and your audience can still watch on your Facebook fan page and comment and interact inside the fan page as well. And then we have the web dashboard where you can set up everything. So you can import products from eCstore if you're one of our eCstore partners, or you can set up new products in our Collab checkout system as well. And then you, from the Collab dashboard, web dashboard, you can reply to comments, you can see comments, you can pin comments, you can filter, and you can do many things that all have to do with improving the watching experience for the viewer. So one of our biggest feature, and one that we are very proud of, is of course on-screen graphics. So when you're streaming, you have a product card, you can tell the viewers how to purchase and what they're purchasing and what's the name of the product and what's the price. So you do not have to print out anything else. You just have to type it in the system and show it on screen. So it's quite easy. You can change the colors, you can change the styles as well to fit your brand, or to fit the background that you have. So we do put a lot of thought into making it like high quality and to improve the viewing experience. So on-screen graphics is one of our biggest selling points. And of course, comment shopping is the money feature, right? So what you do is, on our web dashboard, you set up a keyword, and the sellers, when they want to purchase the product, they just have to write the product keyword and the quantity. So for example, if my keyword is mug, if I want to buy a mug, I set my product keyword as mug, and then the quantity, I just say whatever I want. So I'll write in the comment mug plus 10, mug plus 1, mug plus 2, and the system will tally exactly the amount of product that I want to purchase and what is the product that I want to purchase. And we support product variants as well. So you can have a single product with multiple colors, and we support multiple products at the same time. So you can have up to 300 products selling at the same time. And you can, of course, show all the information, the relevant information on screen. When the buyer leave the comment of the keyword plus quantity, so in this case, V plus 1, the system automatically responds with a message to their inbox. And from there, they can get a checkout link and proceed to checkout. So the process is quite painless. We also have features to help the sellers get more engagement out of their audience. So you can host giveaways. So same as sales, you can set a common keyword, you can have a countdown timer, you can set the number of people that are gonna be drawing the prize, and you can draw the prizes automatically. If the clock runs out, the system will automatically announce the winners, and the winners will get a message on their inbox as well, so that they can contact you in the future to claim their prize. So the feature of giveaway is a very nice feature to simulate the engagement and make a little loyalty, get a little loyalty from your customers. And then there's the auto reply. So the auto reply is a feature in which you can set your own custom content and your keyword. So when they comment this keyword, this specific keyword, while you are live streaming, they can get a reply. And in this reply, you can do anything. Like, for example, what are the rules, the FAQs, discount codes, another URL, or anything else that you can think of. So in this case, I can write the comment code, and I'll get in my inbox, I'll get a discount code for this activity. Yeah. And of course, because we know that perhaps not everyone is quite eager, or maybe you're a little bit camera shy. So we can convert your existing post into a shoppable post. So you can post anything on Facebook. Maybe it's a picture, anything that can be posted on your fan page. And then you can go back to the Coolab web dashboard, and then you can create activities for this post. Then you create a campaign deadline and comments, keyword, and everything. And then you can just connect it with the post and make every post shoppable. So you can have lots of posts that are working for you in the background, even if you're not live streaming at the moment. And it's quite easy for EC Store partners to connect their store to Coolab. And it works quite seamlessly. After you connect your EC Store to your Coolab account, you can select your EC Store products when you're setting up a live stream, and then the comments will automatically create orders on your EC Store account. So you don't have to manage any orders through Coolab. You can just sell on Facebook, and then all these checkout links will take people directly to the EC Store checkout process. Yeah, so it's very convenient for people specifically that have an EC Store page already. And you can try it absolutely free today. And there's our QR code for our EC Store app integration and our official website, of course. You can follow the QR code as well. And I'll give you 5 seconds to scan the code if you're interested.
Thanks, bro. So
yeah, so you can contact us. This is our, if you have any questions about the product, you can contact us at hi@Coolab. Or if you want to work with us on anything else, maybe it's marketing or advertising related, we do have a service email account that you can contact us with other like related issues.
Okay, thank you for sharing. Next, we will have Mr. Will from Chatify to share us how you can strengthen your customer relationship with chatbots. Let's welcome Mr. Will.
Hi everyone, can you see me?
Yeah.
Okay, so also can see my slide?
Yes, you can.
Okay, so okay.
Wait,
Okay, so,
let me highlight you first. Sorry.
Okay, thank you, Alan.
Suki can help because my side I cannot highlight.
No problem, no problem. Yeah, I'm working on it. You can start first, no worries.
Okay, so hi, I'm Will Chen from Chessby, and I'm glad here to share our experience of doing e-commerce.
Will, can you project your slide to full?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Waiting for it. Yeah.
Yeah, we can see you.
Sorry, wait a second.
Nice background.
Thank you. Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay.
Okay, good.
Okay, so it's clear?
Yeah, okay, can see. Yes, no problem.
Okay, so yeah, I'm Will Chen from Chessby, and I'm glad here to share our experience in social commerce today. So I would like to share our experience in Taiwan, especially how Chessby can help business to grow your social commerce. Okay, So here's our agenda today, and I will introduce Tracify first, and what we do, and what we can solve your problem, and what our solution is. So what we do is, I would say that we are an internet tech company focused on build an easy-to-use platform, which can help our client to connect your business with social media channel and monetize your social media traffic. So Tracify means we help business to chat with customers and satisfy customers with chat. Okay, so what we really do. So consider about if we would like to do social commerce or e-commerce in Taiwan. We found that all the business have some pain points when they want to do e-commerce. So the first is the business always have many messengers from their social media, and the customer always want the business to respond these questions immediately or in 24/7. Okay, and the second is the business would like to acquire more opportunity and target the high potential customers, or to target different audience with different contents. But business needs to know how to separate the potential clients and do retargeting more efficiency. Okay, and the third one is customer service. The business not only have many messages in social media channel, but also the message come from different social media channels. So the business need to manage this message from different platforms, so that it takes time for customer service team, or might have some mistake because switching into many platforms. Okay, and the last one is, I think it is the key challenge for business in e-commerce. That is how to raise the conversion rates in your checkout process. The business can notice the customers that you have a product in your shopping cart, but the better way is to notice the customers and let them to check out in this message. So the conversion rate will be raised more efficiency. Okay, so how can Tracify help the business? Okay, so our service is focused on helping business to collect the e-commerce with social media channel. So we know that we are now in the social generations. If we would like to have more engaged with customers, we would like to promote our product, our service. The business needs to use social media channel to acquire more potential opportunities, to collect customer data, to manage the relationship with customers. So let's think about scenarios. The customers find you on the social media or on your website, and they would like to know more about your product or your service. So they will might be leave a message on the Facebook post, or directly send a message to your Facebook messengers. And so in here, our solution can help your business to automatically respond to the message and to guide the customer to find the information they need. And at the same time, our solution can automatically tagging customers depends on what they do with our chatbot in a conversation. So that through this conversation between customer and chatbots, the business can have more details of customers. So we would like to promote the specific products to customers. We can select our audience from our database and let the retargeting to be more efficiencies. And the message can be sent to customers with Facebook Messenger, Instagram direct messages, or line messaging, which is the most popular communication apps in Taiwan. Okay, so besides after the customer put the product in shopping carts, our solution can monitor if the customers complete the checkout process. If it is not, our chatbot can automatically send a message to this customer and let the customer directly complete the process, the the checkout process in this message without leaving this conversation or open and external browsers. And in this whole process, our service collect data, behavior, collect customer data. So what we do is what a customer asking in the chatbots, what they view the product, if they put the product in the shopping cart or they complete the checkout process. So this data can help us to do advertising more efficiency, that we can find most similar customer through the advertising and to send more messages to specific customer. So make our advertising more better before we don't know who we have to target. Okay, so here we have some quick demo for our service. So as you can see in the video, if we leave some message in the Facebook post, the chatbot can automatically reply to the customer, and we can also directly send a message to customers so we can guide them to find the information they need. Okay, so in this video, we can see we can offer some the link or the message in messengers so that the customer can directly check out what they would like to buy in messengers. And it also can happen in Facebook Live, which means we can send a link when the people watching the Facebook Live, and they can click the product link. So the browser will open in Facebook Live app and without to bounce or leave the Facebook Live. So they can see the Facebook Live, and also they can, in the same time, they can do the checkout process. Okay, and we also have a customer service platform that we can merge all of the social media channel in one platform, so we can help customer service team to manage their the questions from customers more efficiency, and they won't miss any questions from clients. So it will be good for customer service teams to do their job better. Okay. So in the last, I would like to say we are Facebook partner, and we also live partner, which means we are social media expert in Taiwan. And we already have 100,000 clients using Chatspy. So we hope our service can help your business to chat and satisfy your customers. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you.
Thank you, our invited guest from Taiwan, Mr. Will Chen, Director of User Growth from Chatify. Thank you for your sharing, great sharing from you. Thank you. Next, I would like to invite Mr. Clement from Vita Media to share us about what is KOL, what is KOC. I know a lot of you is familiar with what is KOL, and what is KOC. Why these both influencer can help us in accessoring our sales. So I think Clement can give us more details on this. So I pass the floor to you. Welcome, Mr. Clement.
All right. Thank you, Suki. Thank you very much. Oh, okay. So let me share my screen first. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
All right. Okay. Can you all see my screen?
Yes, but you need to project better.
Yeah, better, right? Okay. All right. So, okay. Okay. First of all, let me do some introduction. So my name is Clement. I'm from Vita Media. So, okay, let me introduce a bit of Vita Media. Okay. So Vita Media is a company, it's a marketing agency in Malaysia, which specialize in both online and offline events. And we our aim is to develop an idea that marketing support that is essential for every company throughout Asia. And we aim to serve our customers with our expertise, develop effective strategies, and leads conversion to the market. All right. So under Vita Media, we have two platforms. Okay, one of it is called Aspert. So Aspert is a app. Okay, it's an app focused on review, regarding on products and services that a customer experience after they purchase online or offline. Okay, so Aspert is a platform for customers to share their experience and share their recommendations through the apps to other people. All right, and another platform is called Momfluencer. Well, Momfluencer is an online platform that focuses on mom and babe products. Okay, it acts as a advisory platform and also an e-commerce platform for mom and babe products and for users to purchase throughout the platform. All right, so let's talk about a bit of KOL and KOC. So in the current world, okay, we know that KOL, KOC is already become a part of brands' online marketing strategy to get some brand awareness and also recognition from their target audience. Although they both appear with products and services, actually these two are completely different. Okay, so what is KOL actually? So KOL is a famous person whose appearance with products is valued by a broader audience. Okay, and KOL are individuals who are trusted and respected, specifically their status quo or specialties. So people who are already famous, like movie stars, models, celebrities, or people who make themselves famous on social media platform are get paid to promote products or services on their social media and brands' social media. Well, KOC is much different from KOL because KOC are valued by their opinion from their experience with products and services. So these are the people who have no status quo, which makes them relatable to the audience. So the size of KOC's followers may be smaller, maybe merely 1,000 compared to KOL, but KOC followers are very loyal. Do not understand, we can't underestimate the power of KOC because their opinions have quite an impact on their followers, which could determine their followers' decision to buy products and services. All right, so these are some brands that we collaborate before. We have The Face Shop, Believe, Seiko, Li-Ning, Eats, Egg Chong, and Dr. Sen. So these are some of the brands that we collaborate by using the exposure through KOL and KOC. All right, so this is some of the more example. Okay, so these are the KOL that we have, and we collaborate them with some brands in Malaysia, for example, like A1 Noodle, Cellcom, My News, some restaurant, iPay, and Shopee, of course. Okay, right, Ice Watch, Yewadam, okay, some optic shop, okay, like Focus Point, and also Adidas, AirDry, Chong. Okay, so these are the example, okay, of the brand that we collaborate before. All right, so other than social media, we also bring the KOL to offline event. So this is a press conference event in conjunction with the signing of Mr. Tan Boon Yong, okay, our badminton player, former badminton player, as the ambassador of Egg Chong. So we invited KOL, KOC to the event, and we let them to join the event and share the event throughout their social medias, and also some of their sharing in the opinions of recommendation of Action Coffee and those things. All right, so that is the event that we took them before. All right, okay, so this is the offline event that we organized before in 2020, back in 2020. All right, so another person that we in charge of is Aaron Chia. All right, I believe most of you know Aaron Chia. Okay, and so Aaron Chia is under our company. He acts as an ambassador of Vita Media as well. So Aaron Chia is badminton player, okay, the bronze medalist of Olympic, okay, so he's one of our KOL as well. All right, so why we have to choose KOL and KOC? Okay, so for KOL, as I mentioned before, KOL is a famous and trusted person with a certain amount of followers on social media, and they have the power to bring out the value of products and services to educate their followers about the brands. And KOL have the ability to lead the market to you, and it also convert the new customer to become your frequent customers. All right, so this is the power of KOL. And KOC, okay, so KOC, they actually doesn't bother the audience size, and they willing to test and review products and services that they are interested in. So KOC, most of the KOC, they have higher authenticity as they are the end users and they are able to express their opinion and views. So as a portfolio of our company, we have more than 1,500 case study. So to look for more information, you can search on Facebook. Okay, you can search hashtag #VitaMedia or hashtag #Aspert for you to learn more about their posting on social medias and their recommendation, their experience through the social media. All right. So in a summary, okay, so both KOL and KOC are equally important, okay, to the expansion and growth of the brands and also the market. So every brand needs the person who can be their brand image and the person who actually try the products or services and give the brand's target audience some thoughts. Okay, then maybe they can share the experience. Okay, for example, like once I drink the coffee of Action, I feel very energetic. Okay, for example, okay, and the taste is very good. Okay, so they can share about their thoughts about the products. Okay, so if in future, if you are planning to build a brand, okay, or expand your brand, so the influencer marketing will be one of the alternative for your brand. All right, so I think that is a bit of my sharing. Okay, so this is the information. Okay, one moment, yeah. Okay, so this is the information that you can contact us after this. You can contact me through phone or our official phone number. Okay, so I think that is my sharing for today. All right, thank you. I'll pass the floor back to Suki. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Clement. Thank you. A great sharing from Mr. Clement. And that's all for sharing today from our speaker from Taiwan and also Malaysia. I hope the whole session is fruitful and insight to you. And before we go to Q&A sessions, again, I would like to urge you to join the campaign. If you need to know more, where to register for the campaign, remember this website, www.malaysiaselect.asia. Okay, again, I will share this website to you or email after the webinar. Of course, you can see this website in our chat box. Okay, I hope with this you are able to sell during the campaign, and please feel free to experience cross-border e-commerce with Malaysia Select. Okay, now we go to our Q&A sessions. I believe along our sharing from our speakers, there is a lot. It's quite happening at our Q&A chat box already. So, but some of the questions, right, we can answer live. We can do it show. So, may I ask all the speakers turn on your camera? Okay. Thank you very much for staying with us from the morning till now. Thank you very much. It's a good opportunity for us to take a screenshot first, yeah?
Who else? Carol. Okay, Will.
Coming. Where's my glasses?
But just give guys, our attendees are like bear with us. Just give us like 10 seconds. One smile. 1, 2, 3.
Wait. One more. Will, are you here? Hello,
Dr.
Will.
Tai, are you here?
Dr. Tai
Yes,
cannot
I'm
on
here,
the
I'm here.
Oh, yeah,
camera.
sorry, no worries.
Yeah.
We can have your name in the screen. Thank you very much for staying with us.
I try to activate my video, but it says that the host forbid me to do that. So
no worries. No host. Okay, let me ask you to start video. Yeah, I have asked you to start the video. I think should be okay. Which the host is that? Who mute your who shut down your
Let me add.
Okay, thanks. All right, so let's.
We are. Okay. Vincent, you want to join? Okay, take a shot, man. Wait, add to spotlight. Okay. Wait. Okay.
Okay, I got some. All right, let me share.
Mm.
Whew, thank you.
Mrs. here.
Thank you very much for joining with us. Carol, you have anything to share to the crowd?
Thank you to the speakers. I've learned a lot. Well done, Suki and Easy Store on organizing this on behalf of MDEC, CDRI, and also Madrid and Easy Store. I encourage that we need more participants to join. If you are a marketplace and you represent a lot of sellers selling online, this should be an opportunity for you. Make use of the services that is provided, you know, free. Razor Pay is not here. Shakti left already after you all go the free promotion. I think he left already. So thank you, Will, Carlos, and Shakti is here. Shakti, Will, and Dr. Tan for sharing this, and Sauda as well. Thank you, and I wish you all the best. Today is tonight is going to be a pre-99 event, so we look forward for a lot of sales today. Yeah, thank you, Suki.
Prepare your pocket.
Thank you very much.
E-wallet.
I go through the Q&A panel. I think all questions have been answered. So I think that's it for my side. So I will lastly I will encourage you guys to like our Malaysia Select or Facebook. Please go to the Facebook and then click Malaysia Select. Then you will see. Please like and follow. Thank you.
Okay, so I think we wrap up the event. Thank you everyone, and thanks for all the partners come to present, and thanks Madrid Taiwan Buan Sauta. Very good sharing for the numbers. Okay, so good luck to all. We end here. Thank you, thanks.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Everybody, please take care, stay safe, and thank you everybody. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.